Hi, I'm Wiley.
And I'm Marlo, and you're watching Cat TV News. This month is Women's History Month, so make sure to appreciate women this month. Go and buy us some gifts.
Well, okay, I don't think that's the actual point of Women's History Month.
Shh. You're non-binary. You don't get a say in this.
Okay, well, let's get our news started. First thing of note, this Friday the 11th, we have an early dismissal, and as of yesterday, Cape May Tech is now maskless, in the sense that they're now optional.
Tomorrow at the Middle Township High School, from 5:30 to 7 p.m., they will be hosting a college fair in the gym. There will be a number of universities attending, like Stockton, Rowan, Cedar Crest, and ACCC. If you're a junior and haven't been able to go on any campus tours, or just haven't quite decided where to go, here's a great chance to look at some future possibilities.
Anyways, the class of 2024 is selling the newest edition of Sanjam hoodies. The black hoodie is completed with the Tech logo in white ink. If you want one, step by room 144 in Mr. Aftanis' room with $25 in hand. Hurry, they're only sold this March.
Cat TV reporters went down and interviewed Luca about his D&D club. Let's see what it's all about.
There's a new club here at Cape May Tech, so I'm here with Luca Serra to find out more.
Hiya, I started a club that's centered around tabletop role-playing games, specifically Dungeons & Dragons. We play after school on Thursdays in the exploratory A room from 2:30 to 5:30 p.m. Anyone that would like to join is welcome to come down and start playing.
Nice. So, what is Dungeons & Dragons?
So, D&D is this thing that's commonly referred to as a tabletop role-playing game. Basically, a bunch of friends get together and act out basically a story and roll some math rocks along the way, just some dice of differing types.
All right. And why did you start the D&D club?
So, from my own personal experience, D&D is this experience that can be either very emotional and kind of heart-wrenching, or just some fun with your friends for multiple hours at a time. And I think this school would really benefit from having something where it can be either just mindless fun or a deeply gripping experience.
All right. Thank you for that, Luca. Back to you guys in the studio.
Seems pretty interesting.
This week's question of the week is pretty fun. Who's your favorite musical artist? Let's check the responses.
The Weeknd. I love The Weeknd.
My favorite musical artist has to be I Show Speed. He's just one of the most heart-touching singers I've ever listened to, especially his song Shake.
Speed. It's got to be Owl City.
I think Baby Keem is pretty good.
Boys, my favorite musical artist is Lil Darky. I don't know where he's from, but he raps, he sings, and best artist I've ever seen.
I think if you know me, Frank Zappa would be too easy of an answer, so I'll just say another really good artist is They Might Be Giants. If you haven't listened to any They Might Be Giants songs, you are seriously missing out.
My favorite musical artist is David Bowie, Green Day, and The Offspring.
Oh, my favorite music artist is Playboi Carti and Yeet.
You know, for me, that's kind of like a very, very tough question. I've spent like most of my life out there running with music somehow, some way. It was always a passion for me. I reflect back on Pink Floyd, U2, Eric Clapton. Got some great bands out there. And I'll tell you what, the cool thing to me is a lot of the students here enjoy the type of music that I've always been in. We go back to the 80s and sometimes even the 70s. And my class takes that time sometimes to enjoy it, listening in the background, and I think it's great. Anyhow, you guys have a great week. Thank you very much.
Chicago.
My favorite musical artist has got to be a group called ELO, which is Electric Light Orchestra. I really liked them during high school days.
Kanye. Jack Stauber.
Who's your favorite music artist?
Well, for a long time, probably for more years than I care to say, it would be Bruce Springsteen. He is my hero, my rock and roll hero.
9 Inch Nails, probably. Taylor Swift.
My favorite artist, obviously, Young Lean. Been a long time fan. Really happy to see him, getting a real spike in popularity lately. So that's been pretty nice.
My favorite artist is Blade from Drain Gang.
Echo 2K.
Yeah, you got that Thai Boy Digital.
Krill, Chris Champion, the man.
My favorite artist is Herbo Randall Wright III.
My favorite musical artist is Morgan Wallen.
I'm gonna have to go with Lil TJ. The best out right now.
What great feedback. I've never even heard of some of those people.
Well, I'd tell you who my favorite artist is, but you probably wouldn't even know them. I listen to really underground music. Very indie,
Oh, really?
Yeah. They're called Imagine Dragons. I'm sure you've never heard of them.
No, of course not, Marlo.
Yep, I'm Marlo.
And I'm Wiley, and you're watching Cat TV News.